everyone, and welcome to another episode of Good Time Gal. I'm your host, Caitlin Peluffo. Thank you for listening. I'm so happy you're here. Today on the podcast, we have Natalie Cuomo. Holy smokes. We had fun time on that one, huh, Fonz?
Such fun.
So fun.
So much fun.
Wow, this is the intro. Couldn't even get it right. Okay, we had so fun on the podcast. She has... What a range. She has done it all when it comes to having a nice time, huh? And then being completely straight edge. She's a wild one. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. Please follow her at Natalie Cuomo _. She has a podcast out called Help with Natalie. And I believe she also has a special coming out. Yeah, it's called Shut Up, You Loved It. You know, and that's pretty much my mantra in life. So do all that. Go see those things. Follow me at Caitlin Peluffo, Caitlin with a C, on Instagram, TikTok, all of it, whatever. Subscribe on YouTube because you can see the full video episodes of this podcast all on YouTube for free because I'm really nice and I don't have time to start a Patreon. So you're welcome, huh? And then also follow the pod at Good Time Gal Pod. Follow, I don't know, is there anything else to follow? Rate, review, subscribe. Oh, all the old episodes are now up on Spotify. So I have a link to it in my link tree with the correct link with all the old episodes. So go on my Instagram. If you want to not download every single one like iTunes makes you do, go to Spotify. All right. That was what a mouthful, huh? Please enjoy Natalie Cuomo on Good Time Gal. Caitlin Peluffo out. Natalie Cuomo, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing it. Dadgummit. Thanks so much.
I've been excited.
I just did your podcast. Say the name of it. Help
with Natalie Cuomo.
There we go. Did you like that? I set her up. I was like, help with. Anyway, yeah, that was so much fun. I was like, I got to have her on my podcast.
It was fun.
We had a nice time.
I know. Sometimes I just have such nice conversations. I'm like, come back and do it again.
Yeah, happily. Oh my God. I talked about my eggs dying and it got like so many views. I was like, I didn't know all these men were also scientists. So many dudes were like, yeah, pheromones are real and blah. I was like, all right, cool.
Men like to pretend they know things in the comments so often.
I know. I just posted a clip about I was teasing my boyfriend and then half the comments were, boyfriend? It's like, you know what? Touche. Yeah, I'm not dressed the part, but I do have a boyfriend. And you have a boyfriend, Dan Lamorti. I'm joking. I know that's not his last name. Lamort. And how long have you guys been together?
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
And you guys are engaged?
Yeah.
Look at love. Look at we're just two of the gals. We're
just
the same
two gals
person.
in love. Two gals in love.
Two Italian, half Italian gals in love.
With a comic.
With a comic. God help us. Oh my God. Do you like having a boyfriend that's a comic?
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like he understands comedy. Like he understands the comedy world. I can't I've been in situations where I have to just explain things to people and it takes so much energy.
Right? Like, no, I can't do this. I can't go have dinner with friends. I have to go do comedy. And yeah, comics understand. They're like, yeah, bye. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, we have nice breakfasts.
We do. We know all the best breakfast places, lunch.
Yeah.
Hey, even dessert.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of dessert, I got a corn cookie for you.
Oh.
Holy hell. You don't have to eat it, especially on camera. I feel like that's a fetish thing. But it is here. If you would like to enjoy a corn cookie, I will be eating it because I am a healthy woman. I'm not trying to say
cookie.
fat anymore. Did you like that? I'm trying to say, because I did lose 20 pounds, which is...
That's so amazing.
Thank you so much. It was from not drinking. So welcome to the podcast about drinking. Do
you still not drink?
Yeah. Right now I don't. It's not forever.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. But right now I'm going to Italy in, I think, 5 months. So I'm going to have a sip or two. Yeah. Do you drink?
I haven't since September.
Since September?
Yep.
Why September?
Dan's sober, and I was just kind of like a solidarity thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like getting sober, and I was like, I don't really like alcohol. I feel like I get really sick easily, and I just like hate it. I'm more of a weed gal.
Weed gal? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You little smoker toker?
A little too much.
A little too much? Okay. What does smoking for you now look like?
Just a lot of joints and edibles, I guess.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not sure if it's making me a little lazier than I want to be or if I'm being hard on myself, but
That's always the line to toe.
yeah.
I had my first night off in 3 weeks last night, and I was still like doing stuff, and I was like, Caitlin, just take a seat. And then I sat there for about 2 hours, and I was like, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, am I being lazy, or do I actually need time?
That's true.
That's true.
It's so hard to be like, no, take care of yourself.
I know. And there's someone shouting at you pansy, sack up. It's like, oh God, you're right. No, that was just me screaming at myself. So when you smoke, are you a silly girl? You get calm?
I'm silly. I do get, I don't get anxious when I smoke, which is very lucky. Just calm, silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's nice.
It's all good in the hood.
Okay. That's fun. I like that. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Queens.
Queens? What part of Queens?
Bayside in Astoria.
I live in Astoria.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Where do you live now?
Jersey City.
Wow, you really just hopped that whole island.
I know.
You were like, no, thank you. Okay.
There's something like I don't want to be in Manhattan.
No.
I need to leave at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a very hustle and bustle. It's too much.
I want the feeling of like, I'm leaving this place and coming back in the morning.
It's like coming to work, to and from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I value a commute.
Do you live with Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
We're actually moving in together officially May 1st.
What were you doing?
Before that, I mean, we were going back and forth between our spaces.
I see. But now
Yeah.
you guys are official.
Yeah.
You're putting his name on the lease.
So, yep.
Is he moving into your place?
New place.
New place. I was
Yeah.
going to say power move.
I know, it would be.
You can live here, little man.
Men don't like that.
No. Why? Well, Steve doesn't mind. Steve is like, I am a little man.
I'm your little man.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm still a man.
Just a little one.
He's just a tiny little boy. I love him so much. But that's great.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is.
Okay, so you're from Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, New York City kids are a different breed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What was it like growing up in Queens?
I see. The thing is, I really resented it for a long time, but I think I've learned to be happy with it, especially traveling more. As when you see other places people live, like as a comic, and you're like, God, this place actually sucks.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was just exposed to too much, and there wasn't really a sense of community the way I felt maybe in the suburbs there could have been.
I see. Well, as a woman from the suburbs, I don't go back.
Yeah.
there's a community, but everybody's just like, pss, 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 it's not great. Your
Yeah.
community, I feel like, is your family. All right.
I'm
just out here alone on that.
No,
one,
I
huh?
see.
Now
I don't.
you
I have.
just-
I only have a mom and a dad and an aunt. So
I
it's
see.
tiny.
Mom, dad, aunt?
Yes.
That's all you grew. No siblings.
No siblings.
Only child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You have a lot of siblings?
I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Okay.
Thank God. Took the heat off me.
That is nice.
So all of their attention just
Ugh.
buried in on you.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. How was that?
Mm,
Were you like a good student, or were you trying to please them, or?
I was very rebellious in high school. Yeah.
Okay.
I think middle school, elementary school, I was good, and then in high school, I was bad.
You bad?
Bad girl.
Bad girl. What does bad girl Natalie high school look like?
I was very into like drugs in high school and just lying to my parents a lot. Yeah.
What kind of drugs?
I would do like coke in the middle of math class. Like
This is what I mean. New York children are demented.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know cocaine existed outside of rap videos. That's insane. I went to college. I didn't even see cocaine.
Really?
And
Where'd
then I
you
go
go?
to grad school, and I had to finish grad school, and then I started working at a restaurant. That's when I saw cocaine for the first time in my life. And you're just like, yeah, algebra's hard. That's wild.
I was like, algebra's boring.
Oh, I see. There's only one way to spice up this class. Let's do a rail in front of Mr. Darcy.
funny because do you remember the precise names of your teachers? Because it's so weird. I remember like their exact names, and I don't know what to do with this information.
I was trying to think. I do not remember. I remember their faces clear as day. Darcy is the name of my cousin.
Oh.
Who I know listens to this podcast.
Hi, Darcy.
Well, his name is.
Oh.
I don't know if I should say his full name. He owns a business. He has a family, and this is. You're talking about doing coke, so.
Well,
his nickname is Jimbo. What's his name?
is it?
What could it possibly be? What is his name? Oh boy. Anyway, I don't know if I'll text him.
Maybe Jim.
No.
Darcy.
Don't say it together. They'll put it together. Oh boy. I'll text him. It'll be fine. I'm sure he doesn't care. Jimbo. What's his name? Anyway, thanks for listening. All right, so you're doing coke in math class.
Yeah.
And then alone, because that's sad.
Well, I feel that there was definitely a time I was like in math class, went to the bathroom
by yourself and just
by myself, did a line of coke and went back. I feel like I drank a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think my drinking was like all in high, like mushrooms.
Wow. You got it out of the way.
I think, I got it out of the way. And then in college, I was very like, didn't do anything.
The fact that you did coke during math class and still went to college is astounding. You must be a smart cookie.
You know what? There was a time where like I would take Adderall to do my homework.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have any, but I had like a bag of coke. So I was like, let's write an essay on this.
Was it a good essay?
It was not the same.
I can imagine. You're just like, my thesis is we should open a business. Conspiracy theories are real. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. So what college did you go to?
I went to Bard College.
Bard. That's a good college.
It is, yeah. I remember I was always
Jesus
surprised.
Christ!
I think I carry myself a little bit like an airhead, but yeah, I graduated early.
No.
Went to good college.
You graduated early?
I graduated at 20, yeah.
Jesus. No, the thing that isn't that you seem quote unquote stupid or an airhead or whatever that is. That you don't seem stupid to me. That is.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's that you were doing hard drugs in high school, and then you went to college and then graduated early, and you're like, yeah, I can do whatever I want because I'm smart enough to just skate by.
Yeah, I feel that like you have to I hit the bad experience in high school with drugs. Like I had a bad mushrooms trip, so it made me like afraid of things.
Talk to me about this mushrooms trip.
It's definitely a story I've told before, but I feel like I'm like, am I not allowed to tell a story twice?
You can tell. What do you think comedy is? You think we're just? You're a comedian. You know the jokes coming.
I know. But yeah, and I took that. I took them in high school. Had the best time ever. I had a therapist.
That's great.
And I was like, I got to tell you, Dr. Friedman, I love mushrooms. And he's like, many people find it to be a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
So I took it again 2 days later, and I was in Central Park with my friend, and then I was like, let's go back to my place in Astoria. So then we got on the subway, and then at 72nd Street, and it was an express train. So it hit while we were in between that and Times Square, and I was like, we need to get off the train.
Oh no.
So we get off the train, and we're 16, me and him, he's not speaking for some reason, and we're just in Times Square sitting on the floor, and I'm like,
sitting on the floor?
Yeah.
You're lucky you don't have tetanus.
I know.
Oh God.
I had to call my mom, and I was like, Mom, I took mushrooms a few days ago, so it was great, but today I took them, it was really bad, and I need you to pick me up. Oh, she was very cool about
That's a cool ass mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And she was just like, yeah, where are you? You're like at fucking Port Authority. Can you get me?
She's like, meet me on the other side of the Midtown Tunnel.
Exactly. She's like, we don't do Port Authority. I love you, but not that much.
Yes.
Oh my God. Just sitting on the floor.
Ugh. Terrible. It just, you know what it was for me? It's that it wasn't so much that it was a bad experience, just how slow time felt during the bad experience.
Yes.
And I was like, I remember being like, oh my God, time is taking too long.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. You're on the floor just watching people go to their dreams.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about New York. It's like if you don't have a dream in New York, or if you're like just growing up trying to figure yourself out, if you're not like, you don't have your shit together and you know what you want yet, New York is terrifying.
It is.
It is just everybody doing everything, and it's all too much.
It's very fast.
Very fast.
It's very like it's very neurotic, the pace of New York, I feel.
Yeah. That's wild. When was the first time you ever had alcohol?
I think my dad, he loves collecting like wine and spirits.
Oh my goodness. This Mr. Cuomo.
He loves a nice like glass of scotch before bed.
Oh goodness.
So I did that thing where you like take a water bottle and like fill it up with a little bit from each bottle. And then you like bring it to your friends. You're like, look what I got.
Oh no.
And it's the most disgusting cocktail in the world.
There's like schnapps in there, and you don't even know what schnapps are.
It's so, yeah.
Yeah. Did you fill it back up with water?
No.
Good.
I did not.
I feel like Mr. Cuomo would know.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
His palate was too refined.
Yes. Yeah. Smart cookie. Little Miss Bard over here. That's wild. Did you ever make an ass of yourself on booze in high school?
Yeah. The worst was like I left school like early with my friends, and it was when unfortunately I was in high school when Four Locos were big.
Oh no, high school's a bad. They were made for high schoolers. I was in college. We don't have to talk about it, but then it was like college students were still like, well, this is fun, but this is also not safe, you know. But I feel like high school kids are like, this is candy. You still think Red Bull's like a big deal in high school.
Exactly.
And so Four Locos must have been.
Yeah, I remember I drank a whole Four Loko, but I had chemistry at 2:30.
Jesus Christ.
So,
you're doing it during the day.
But he like went to my friend's house and I got so sick and I was just like vomiting. It was like the first time I got really sick from alcohol. I was just vomiting and I was like, I have to go to chemistry. and it was I like remember that, and my friends always made fun of me for how sick I got. They'd like make fun of the whole vomiting scenario. So every time I got sick from alcohol after that, if I knew I was going to be sick, I would like leave the friend group. And
oh God, that doesn't sound like a healthy circle of people. Look at Natalie, she's sick. Should we help her? No, let's ridicule her to death. Make her feel unsafe around her best friends.
But yeah, I say that was like the first time I was like, ooh, Four Locos, no joke. Four Loco.
The first time.
Yeah.
Four Locos meant business.
We were disgusting. Yeah, it was a disgusting friend group situation.
Do you still keep in touch with them?
No.
Something tells me. Yeah.
They're like, get arrested for selling Adderall on Craigslist type of people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
I know.
That's where you got your Adderall.
Exactly.
They should have given you the hookup so you didn't have to do coke.
You're telling me.
All right. So you do all these drugs in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You're still on top of your shit. Where were your parents? Where was Mr. Cuomo?
I don't know.
Were they the parents like, oh, your grades are doing good, so you must be doing fine?
No, I got in trouble a lot. Like I got grounded a lot. Yeah.
So they were there. They were trying.
They were trying.
You were just a little hellraiser.
And I loved to break the rules.
Oh no. I'm a little rule breaker.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Some teenage boy is listening to this just like dying. Oh my boy.
I'm a very good girl now.
Oh, stop it. You stop it now. He's gonna finish at wherever he's listening to this podcast. Where do teenagers listen to podcasts? YouTube. Yeah, well. Put the camera on her, buddy. Don't put it on me. He's gonna be like, what? Is that a dude? Boyfriend. Okay.
I've actually gotten that before too. People are like, I can't believe she's not queer.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
On TikTok, I feel like a lot.
Yeah, TikTok. I think TikTok wants everybody to be queer.
I do agree.
Yeah. And you know what? We all are.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just why not? Come on. It's a Kinsey scale, right?
Yeah.
I'm a 2. I'm a 2.
A 2 on a 2?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Out of what?
10?
No.
No?
A 2. Oh, a 2.
Like a Kinsey scale is like 0 is completely straight, 10 is completely gay. So I would
Okay,
say
I
I'm like
see.
a 3 or a
2.
4.
Okay. Never heard of a Kinsey scale before. Very smart
They
lady.
didn't teach you at Bard?
They're like, I would say I'm a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like women are more like, yeah, I'm closer to a 3 or 4. Men are like 0, nothing. What? What is the number? I don't even a number. I'm just existing, pounding puss. You know.
I was so confused at what you were calling yourself a 2 in. I was like, she couldn't possibly.
You lose 20 pounds and you call yourself a 2?
Yeah, come on now.
Come on, believe in yourself. No, they're a 4 again. No, I'm kidding. I'm like I don't know.
10.
I feel like a 20. Huh? How about that? But I didn't shower today, so 18. All right, so you go to Bard.
Yeah.
What are you majoring in Bard? What was your passion at the time?
Environmental and urban studies with a focus in agriculture.
Wow.
I know. I'm really a mixed bag.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, people.
People are weird.
Ranges. Oh my God. Okay, so you're doing this, and so you're not doing drugs anymore?
No, I joined DMS. I became an EMT. It sounds like a lie. It sounds like I'm lying.
You became like on.
I was on Bar DMS. Yeah, I was like, I had a walkie-talkie. I was like 714 on.
What a dork. Oh my God, Natalie. What a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went from the coolest chick in high school
I know.
to the narc. Wow.
Yeah, I did real quick.
You know what?
Mushrooms, I mean.
Is that what it did it? You did those mushrooms and then you just completely just went total minor cop?
It wasn't like right away, but I think over time I just started processing like drugs in general. And I just started getting like, being like, oh my God, these affect people. And then I started getting, I think I got more anal than necessary in terms of being a narc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's incredible. And
Yeah.
so no drinking at all in college?
I drank.
You
No
drank.
smoking though.
No smoking.
Yeah.
No smoking. All right. And did you ever make an ass of yourself in college?
No, I didn't really. I was very like,
No, you were put together.
yeah,
You were like, oh, we're not going to have any more Four Locos.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think I got sick in college. I was the person that I remember my freshman year. I loved being the person that stuck my fingers down people's throats when they were too sick. It was like this is like a really nice thing to do. You get them purged of alcohol. It's making them sick.
You sound like an ultra right-wing mom, you know, who is just like, come here, I'll fix you. And then just shoves your fingers down her throat. Purge! Take the demon out with you. It's crazy. I loved being the girl who would make people throw up.
It was amazing. The power that comes with that. You think stand-up is power? I mean, wow.
Natalie, I just imagine you roaming the halls with just a pocket full of plastic gloves, being like, all right, who needs it?
2 fingers.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's creepy as hell, Natalie.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I probably only made 2 people throw up.
Okay, 2 is still a lot.
Yeah.
You think 1 is more than
One
me
is enough.
ever.
One's enough.
1's enough. 1's too many too. I love being the girl. Another curveball thrown by Natalie Cuomo. Did not see that coming.
Yeah.
All right. Makes me love you more.
Thank you.
Okay. So you graduate early from Bard.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
Then well, I was like big into acting as a kid, and high school I kind of put that to the side. College put that to the side, and then after college I was like, I'm gonna go to acting conservatory.
Okay.
Went to acting conservatory for 2 years.
Cool.
Worked at a coffee shop and then started stand up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So acting conservatory in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So you've never lived outside of New York?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, Bard is upstate, right?
It is, but
Yeah.
it's all like New York, LA kids. It's not.
Yeah. It's not Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no sports teams.
Yeah. I went to Pratt
Oh, cool.
for grad school. So it was in New York and there was no sports teams.
Yeah.
No, they had track and field and we were like, cool.
Things you can do by yourself.
Yeah. Just lone dorks running around. Okay, so acting conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we on the narc drug scale?
Then I think we've evened out. We're like normal people. We're normal. We're like, we're drinking, doing blow with friends if necessary, smoking a little, just being a normal like gal that lives in Bushwick.
Yeah. Oh, you lived in
Just
Bushwick.
a little gal.
Okay.
Navigating Brooklyn for the first time.
She was an episode of Girls,
Yep.
people.
She was.
Lena Dunham
Wow.
with a better personality. Or I don't know her. Maybe she's great. Should I take that out? I don't know. Anyway, my friend waited on her once, and he said that she wasn't nice.
Really?
Anyway, I really wish I didn't say that, but I feel like I had to defend. It didn't just come out of thin air.
No, yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're all gonna. You know what? Boyfriend. We all get shit said about us.
I had like this clip go viral over the weekend, and I looked. There was a comment that said, "This girl's not funny." Had 9,000 likes. I was like, my roasts are being celebrated. Like, this is.
Honestly, the one I posted on Sunday,
Yeah.
it was like, she has a girlfriend? This isn't funny. This is awful. And then all my female fans were like, how dare you? And then they were just arguing back and forth like, men say worse shit all the time. And it was just, I was like, go get them.
I love when they go to bat for you. You're like, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some wonderful fans. If you're listening, I love you very much. Keep fighting the good fight. Because I can't anymore.
Can't.
Oh, God. All right. So what did you do for your 21st birthday? Okay. All right. Dead air. That's good.
I don't remember. I really
I like
don't.
dead air. Dead air on a podcast is ideal.
I think I think I spent it with my boyfriend at the time.
He didn't do anything for you? I'll kill him.
What did I do for my 21st birthday? I mean, God, I have no idea.
You didn't go to Atlantic City?
No, I didn't do like anything. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you'd already lived your life.
I was a grandma at this point.
Yeah, age is nothing to you in terms of drugs and alcohol consumption. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to pay more at a bar now? Cool.
Right.
Now, I have a fun question. When did the tattoos start? Because you have some awesome tattoos.
Thank you.
Mhm.
In high school, my friend,
high school?
my friends and I would give each other tattoos.
We were so different in high school. I don't know. This is the first time I don't know if we would have been friends. I don't think we would have been enemies.
Yeah, I see that.
But, I was such a prude. I thought I was crazy because I was giving Hector a hand job in the bushes.
Ooh.
You're out here getting knuckle tattoos.
Oh, so we tattooed our ankles. Yeah.
Okay.
With like basically you take a little sewing needle, you tape it to the eraser side of a pencil, and then you wrap it with thread, and then you dip it in India ink, and then like the thread soaks up the ink, so then like when you poke yourself, the ink like falls into it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. And then that was that. Then when I was 18, I started getting like real tattoos.
Well, kids, if you want to give yourself your own tattoo,
That's how.
come to minute 38 of the Good Time Gal podcast, and we will teach you how. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was wild because I remember it was like me and my friend Kendra. She was like my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it on my one ankle and I messed up. And I remember I was like, I'll just go with the other ankle. And then I just did it on the other ankle. Like I have one on my one ankle that just looks like it's just oops.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah.
I need to see what this. All right, I'm bringing the microphone with me here.
This
Okay,
is
here we
good
go.
Ankle.
That's the good ankle.
It's her
Kel?
initial, and
It's
each
her-
other's initials. Yeah.
Oh my
And
goodness.
this is the bad ankle.
Look, wow, you're flexible. Jesus Christ. Well, this one does look kind of like a mole.
Yeah.
You know, you got a birth control mole, little skin cancer there. And then this one is just like, no, Kelly. This is Kel.
Yeah.
That's very adorable. Oh my goodness.
Imagine I was like lying. I took out my ankles. There was nothing.
You have hand tattoos and you're just like, no, this is where I lie. Also, I cannot believe you were able to get both of your little legs on this table.
Oh.
You're very flexible.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch me try. Ready?
Yes. There you go.
You like that? We're both sex objects. Yeah. You like that? I think I pulled a muscle. That's awful. Oh my God. I also realized that my socks match my shirt. How embarrassing.
That's amazing.
This is awful. What am I, Lizzie McGuire? Good God. All right.
Did you feel like you were a Lizzie, a Miranda, or a Gordo?
I wanted to be a Lizzie, but I was like a poser. I was desperate.
I was always a Miranda.
Oh,
never
that's
a Lizzie.
Great. Miranda was great. All right. You didn't like Miranda?
It wasn't called The Miranda Show.
No, but she was the one that had the most personality.
Valid.
Yeah. I wanted to be Lizzie, but I was just like, no, it wasn't a Lizzie. I was like the jock off in the corner who was just like headbutting. I was probably closer to the guy she had a crush on than anything else.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your sport of choice?
Soccer. I played soccer, but I also did like volleyball, track, cross country, and something else. Golf.
Really?
Softball, basketball. It was too much.
That's awesome.
I was a jock. Yeah. But I was just like, no, I'm pretty too. I'm pretty too. I'm pretty too. And then it was just too much. I didn't know who I was, but I wanted to be Lizzie.
Yeah.
Miranda was great. She had the pom-poms in the hair.
Yeah, the little choker on.
Yes, she was great.
But Lizzie and Gordo, obviously, they liked each other. Miranda's just on the side.
She's not on the side. She's living her life. She's living her best life. She's not being hounded by a man. Not being distracted. She's graduating early from Bard. That's what she's doing. There we go. See? Miranda's the shit. We just proved it. Miranda's great. Don't you dare be ashamed for being a Miranda. All right. So you go to the actor conservatory and then you start comedy. How did you start comedy? Where did that come from?
Okay. The acting was like my dream since I was a kid. Like I did acting classes as a kid and like it was like my life and it's what I really wanted. But I kind of like gave up on it after going to conservatory and I just like worked at this coffee shop and I felt, this is kind of the long version of the story, but
Give it to me.
I felt like, all right, I'm just a girl that works in coffee. Like I was like, I work in coffee. And I like went on a date with this guy, like a couple of days, and he was like a director. And we went to this film, like we went to the premiere of the thing he directed. And it was like two women that were my age were the stars. And I remember meeting everyone and they were all this like creative jobs. And I was like, yeah, I work in coffee. And then the next day I went to my first open mic because I don't know, something in me was like, I gave up on like, I had been thinking about stand up for a while. Like at Thanksgiving, I was like, these are my jokes. But I feel like it wasn't until I was like, oh my God, I really gave up on everything. What am I doing? And I went to go to New York Comedy Club. It was canceled. Went to Greenwich, canceled. So I walked to Karma Lounge and that was my first mic.
Oof. That is a hell of a way to start.
Yeah.
Karma Lounge.
Yeah.
That's rough. Yeah. I went to Karma Lounge. I used to do those mics all the time.
Really?
Because they were at 4:00 and you got 7 minutes. And it was, that's where I met Usama Siddiqui, Peter Ravello, Andrew Casartano. Those were like my buds.
Yeah.
And, but it was awful.
I loved the Otto's mic at 3 because it was right when I got off work. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it was also terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like you can't even improve by being there.
I remember the old host, I won't say his name, but he would just start getting hammered. At 3, and by the end of the mic, he was just like taking the mic, pacing back and forth, doing 40 minutes on his own, and you're like, just call me up.
It was such a brutal. So I went to an open mic like every single day, and I just I felt like I don't know, I just like loved it.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it now?
5 years.
Beautiful. Half a decade. America.
It's finally the amount of time where people don't go. I mean, I know it's not a lot of time, but I feel like it's enough where people aren't like.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I feel like everybody, no matter how long you've been doing it, someone more than you is just like, oh, how cute. And you're just like, oh, shut up.
You're like, I'm trying here.
Yeah. 1 year is too long in this business.
Yeah.
Okay. We're exhausted. And we're women, so we may as well be 85 years old. Okay?
I know.
You've been doing it for 5 years? What are you, a geriatric?
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel good. I feel fine. I should really need to stop reading the comments. You know what I mean? It's
I have the same. Like, can I tell you?
Please.
I was so high that I accidentally deleted the template for my YouTube thumbnail of my podcast. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do season 4 instead. No more. So I like make a new thumbnail, and then someone comments like, your thumbnail is trash. Almost didn't watch the episode because it looks so unprofessional, but you actually have a great studio. I immediately go on Adobe Express. I'm like, make a new thumbnail and upload it. Like,
Jesus.
I'm like, what am I doing? But he was right. But I'm also
still.
like, I was like, oh my God, my thumbnail's trash. Just make people not watch it. But I like sometimes the comments gets me. Sometimes I'm like, whatever. But
what do our thumbnails look like? Do we have bad thumbnails?
Have you gotten any bad comments on them?
I don't know. I don't get any comments.
Well, then we're good.
I'll get a comment that was like, this was pretty good. You know, like nothing about the thumbnails.
Just me commenting.
Yeah. Fonzie is like, this thumbnail's trash. Where'd you go for this one? I went to your ass, Fonzie. You're the one making the thumbnails. Okay, wow. Now I'm insecure about thumbnails. This is a nightmare.
I know.
We give them too much power.
Yeah, Bonnie, she told me this, which because my podcast asked for advice, and she told me this after the podcast actually, but it was such good advice. She's like, every time I get a heckle or a negative comment, I just think like this person's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
That's really what it is 90% of the time. And like putting it that way, I feel like I could look back at all the hecklers that I got emotional about.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, they were just trying to be funny and failing.
And failing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same with people in the comments. Like they want to be the most liked comment.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that helped me a little bit.
Yeah. I on YouTube I do my shorts. Not great. the comments aren't great. The views are fine. They do fine. But the comments are always just like, the typical incel. Women aren't funny. They only talk about their vaginas. And I was like, well, you conveniently missed the 8 ones that had nothing to do with my vagina, but I see. Literally, I'll want to respond to every single one, but they're literally just trying to be hilarious, and I just want to respond, comedy's hard, isn't it?
I know.
That's why you don't have your own picture as your profile,
Like you're 7.
Yeah. They're like 12 years old, and I'm like, who's teaching you to be this mean?
I saw this like little kid in a deli on an iPad on TikTok, and I was like, those are the people that are making me question my identity?
Yeah. Those are the people hurting my feelings? Oh my God. They don't even know how to spell empathy yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like that? Thank you, Fonzie. I need the validation. We're doing great. Well, are there any stories we didn't get to, Natalie?
I think when I was in high school, I would drink a lot, and my mom is the coolest, most amazing person ever. So I called her so many times. Like I think I told you that story about how I would like walk away from my friends if I was too drunk.
Yeah.
So there was this one time that I did that. I got on the 7 train. I was like, and at Court Square, and I felt so sick that. No, I got on at Hunter's Point. I felt so sick. I just got off at Court Square. I'm just like a teenager alone, Court Square, vomiting. And I call my mom like, Mom, can you pick me up? Massive. I'm sorry.
That was what a waterfall.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I've been foaming at the mouth lately.
Well, this cookie's yours now.
Thank you. So yeah, then she picked me up.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let it live. I was just going to let the sputtle live in the world and be like, well, if you want to see the sputtle, you got to watch YouTube. But you really, man, all right. It's okay.
It's a whoopsie.
It's a whoopsie.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times I've spit. You know who would be chill about your spitting? Your mom. Pretty cool ass woman, huh?
Exactly.
We're bringing it back.
So yeah, that's only like, I don't know, I guess
she picked you up from
she picked me up, and like poor woman. Yeah. Really scared her a lot.
Well, I mean, are you guys close now?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We were still close like then, but I think I have one of the reasons I don't drink is I feel like I can't really get drunk without throwing up.
Yeah. I mean,
like I had 2 drinks once, like in the last year, like this one night, I was throwing up. I was like, did I get roofied? Like I felt like fucking Wallace with the moving trousers and Wallace and Gromit. Do you know this reference?
No.
Okay. Never mind. But
no, keep it coming. Someone out there is screaming, being like, I want to know this reference.
Basically, Wallace and Gromit, there's an episode where he gets the wrong trousers on, and the trousers are like controlling his feet, and he like can't really walk, and he's like, whoa. And I was like, I am wearing the wrong trousers.
No, I like that deep cut of a reference.
Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit isn't even in America. It's in the UK.
It's the best show. Like the originals. Like when he goes to the moon, it's made of cheese, and he's like, I love that show. I do feel like I look like Wallace when I'm not wearing makeup, but that's another issue.
I gotta know what Wallace looks like. Put it up here. That's what you think you look like? Which one's Wallace? The dog?
No, the guy.
The guy? Smile for me. Oh my God. There. We'll do it right now. Okay, you do your Wallace, I'll be Gromit. Okay, ready? Wait, no, let me put the other picture up. Let's see. There we go.
Oh.
Ready? There. That was fun. We had a nice time.
Highly recommend the show.
All right.
The originals.
Okay. I'll watch that claymation from 1987. I'll do it. You contain multitudes.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, Natalie, this was a ball. I had a great time. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Natalie Cuomo _. Listen to my podcast, Help with Natalie Cuomo. YouTube, there's new thumbnails. You're going to love them.
Thumbnails are bitchin'.
Yeah. So check out my YouTube, youtube.com/Natalie Cuomo. Get some comments in about how nice my new thumbnails are looking.
Yeah. And please notice my thumbnails. Please. Fonzie makes them. I think, right? You make them? Yeah, that's what he sends me all the time, and I upload it into the place that he tells me to upload it. Okay, I'm not a tech-savvy person, but thank you so much. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Natalie Cuomo, everybody, and see you next time.